Hey, welcome everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. And you're listening to The Cutting Edge right here on Edge Radio Network. I am your host, Al Roundtree, aka Tree, aka Mr. Social Baby. Again, I don't care what you call me, as long as you give me a holler. Anyway, I'm the host for today. And I got some very special guests for our MCM today. Men and and lady. Crushing Mondays, joining us all the way. What the name of you guys? You got a unique name for your initiative, and what is it again?
Yeah, so it's Go Larger Initiative.
The Go Large Initiative, and I'm sitting with Mrs. Sharonda and
McDouglas.
Okay, Doug. Okay, so and you guys are the founders of the co-founders of the organization, correct?
Yeah, so we're all co-founders. There's actually 4 of us, but one he's under with COVID right now.
Okay,
so,
that's going around. There's something like that going around. They say
quarantining. He doesn't have COVID. So, but yeah, there's actually 4 of us.
Okay. So Douglas and Joshua. Okay, nice to meet you, Joshua. Thank you for joining for us right here on. So tell us a little bit about Doug. What is your initiative about? What is it? What do you guys do with it?
Actually, this is a question that Miss Sharonda can answer pretty thoroughly. So I'll hand the floor to her.
Yeah, so Go Larger Initiative, we started about 3 years ago. It was around like Thanksgiving time 3 years ago. And so, of course, Houston is a big melting pot and nobody is from here, right? So,
so they say.
Right? So, I'm originally not from here. I'm originally from Mississippi. And so it was kind of like
the SIP.
Right? So it was kind of like I was here for Thanksgiving for the first time. And I was like, I got to do something, to help out people around me, because it was just kind of like all of my friends, we got together, we had Thanksgiving, and then we had all this food left over. So it was kind of like a group of friends. We all got together, started making plates for people in the community that didn't have, a Thanksgiving meal, and then it kind of went from there. We just millennials giving back to people that are less fortunate than we are.
Okay. Listen, now, I don't care what they say about y'all millennials. Y'all all right with me. Y'all all right. Okay. All right, cool. So, Doug, how long have you been a part of the group and the organization?
I've been a part, long as Go Large has been been going like full out with everything. Sharonda kind of brought me into it whenever she started doing like the meals and just handing stuff out. And, there's always been like that passion within me as far as being able to give back, because I was heavily involved all through college with different organizations. So this was just another opportunity to kind of do what I've been doing, but at a larger scale.
Okay. And you, how long you been with the organization?
I've been with the organization since August of 2019.
Okay.
That's when we all kind of got everything solidified, and it was us 4 that started everything and got it going on. On more of a larger scale.
Okay.
And we really got a chance to get our name out to everyone, to get everyone in the city to know who we are and what we do.
Okay. Now, what's your role within the group?
My role within the group is I'm what they call it SME, a social media expert.
Okay. All right.
The SME.
The SME, huh? Okay. And Doug?
I'm the guy that does all the networking behind the scenes, just trying to get different points of contacts, doing a lot of the financial work also. And Sharonda's kind of like the brain that holds us all together.
Okay. So so it's your brainchild.
Yeah, my brainchild.
Okay, well, that's cool.
But I couldn't do it without them. And then we also have James, which is the 4th member of the group, and he's great with all of our marketing, putting together our flyers, everything that we do for social media. So between the 4 of us, we make like the best team.
All right, awesome. So what kind of projects do you guys, kind of given what's going on right now, are there projects that you guys, or what are the things that you guys are doing right now to help push your message?
Yeah.
Right now, the big thing is really voter registration for us.
Okay.
It's something that with everything that's going on is just we need to get everybody involved. Just let your voices be heard. I think the biggest thing with everything going on right now is people are just they don't know where to go to, the direction. So that's where we kind of step in. We've already gone through the training to be deputies for the voter registration.
Okay.
So now it's a matter of putting together the location, the time for people to come out, register to vote, and just start the whole process.
Okay. All right. Now, do you all have like a particular focus? So when you talk about this Go Larger initiative, I mean, is there a particular area of focus that you all have, or do you kind of just address, different areas of need? What's like your main mission or objective?
Yeah, so we pretty much focus on what's needed at the moment.
Okay.
So of course, like during Thanksgiving, we know people don't have Thanksgiving meals, whether they're homeless or whether if it's just a family that's lacking a little bit that year and not able to have a Thanksgiving meal. So we really just mainly focus on what's needed at the time, unless there's nothing really going on and we, come up with something ourselves. So I mean, right whenever COVID hit, there was a shortage of blood. So we partnered with Gulf Coast Regional Blood Center just to do an IG Live, just to let everybody know, hey, these are things that you can do during social distancing or try while you're social distancing. Get out in the community, give blood, because it helps so many other people. And so we just kind of really trying to focus on what's needed at the time.
So let me ask you this. What makes you guys, I mean, I think it's awesome that you guys do this. I think it's great that you guys have come together and worked together to do this. But what makes you guys want to do this? Like, what drives? I understand from your perspective, but what makes you guys want to be a part of something like this? Or did she just use like Jedi mind tricks to get you guys in, or what?
Honestly, it feels great to be able to give back and just think outside of yourself. Because we all come from different walks in life. We all go through different things, but just being able to impact somebody's life, it could be the smallest thing, and it'll put a smile on somebody's face. It may help them create a better future for them. You never know. But just being able to pour into another human's life, to me, is like simply, I mean, there's no greater satisfaction than that.
And you?
I myself, I have a little bit of a different story as to why.
Okay.
I myself, as a kid, I went through stints where I was, homeless. So I know what it's like to, go without, meals during the holidays, or no real new clothes or shoes or anything like that. So before I met with them, before we created Go Larger, I've always done things on my own time. I went into my own closet. Did a little bit of spring cleaning a couple times a year, and just went out into the neighborhoods and gave out clothes to homeless. But I knew that I could do something bigger, on a bigger scale than what I was already doing, and it was just like, it was an omen. Like it was supposed to happen the way it did with us, for us to be able to make such a large impact on the community.
Wow, man, that's that's a really powerful story. I mean, all of you guys, I think, the things that you guys are doing and the way that you all kind of came together, I think there's truly a powerful story, and definitely needs to be a testament, for others to hear and learn from and engage with. And so the ways that you guys are doing it, I think is, truly powerful. Now, given COVID and, what you guys have experienced here lately, how has that, I know you kind of transitioned to, doing some other things, but were there other things that you guys were doing that you had to pivot to from as a result of COVID?
Yeah, one of the things that we were actually planning on doing before everything just kind of hit, went crazy. We actually had planned a huge, I guess you could say a festival, a spring festival, to where, it'd be more so giving back, getting kids involved, getting parents involved, just a time for the community to come together, learn a little bit more about who we are, what we're about, what we're trying to do in the community, and also just, give them an outlook as to upcoming, things that we're going to be planning on. So with that being said, we're going to have, food trucks out there. We're going to have bouncy house for the kids, just so kids can just get involved and just have a good time, just something for the community. So with that, we kind of had to, like you said, pivot a little bit to a little bit more of social media events, IG Live. This is actually, the voter registration is actually going to be our first big event as far as this year goes. So we're looking at, we're excited as far as planning on some more things in the future, but this is going to be like the start.
So what are you guys going to do with the voter registration? Like is there a particular event project going on? What's happening with that?
So with that, what we're planning on doing is, so we're going to have, the location is going to be Enemy Studios. The times are still yet to be announced, but it's going to be going on for about 4 weeks, 2 days during the week, and also 2 Sundays and during that 4 weeks, so where people can come register. We'll give them a receipt so they can track the status of their registration. That way, when it is time to vote, they can go out there, be proactive, and just let their voices be heard. And what we're gonna do to kind of help get people to get involved is essentially set it up to where it's like almost like a scavenger hunt per se, or we're gonna have like a list of things to do where you come in, you register, you take a picture, you follow us on Instagram, and if you want like a double entry, then what you would do is you would repost our the things that we post on Instagram, which would be like the selfie that you took. You would repost that way you can get a double entry, because eventually at the end of all this, the end of the 4 weeks, you'll get an opportunity to win some AirPods. So it's almost something where it's like, it's for a bigger cause, but in the day, a little incentive for somebody.
Right. To keep people engaged.
Exactly.
Now, I like how y'all look at each other for the answer. Like when I ask one question, y'all all look to that one person. Like
somebody has an
We know what questions we need to address.
Okay, all right, cool. I'm just wondering, like, okay, I see how this whole thing works. Now, how did you all meet? Like, how did this all happen? So,
Let me take it. Yeah.
See, there you go again. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because I guess we've just developed like this chemistry with each other. I mean, me being the only female, I had to get some tough skin in the beginning, but we have this chemistry to where we all know where we work best or how we work best. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's the reason why we kind of feed off each other. But yeah, so what was the question?
How did y'all meet?
Oh, yeah. How did we meet? Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Okay. So, to be honest, I mean, Houston is a social city, right? Mm-hmm. So, I feel like I met Doug. No. I met James first. I met James at a social event, and then from there it was kind of like, oh, you're a cool person, you have all these great resources, we should keep in contact. So we just kind of kept in contact that way. I feel like with Doug it was the same thing. It was at a social event, and then my friends knew his friends, and so we just kind of kept it going that way. And then we met Josh.
Shake. What's that now? That sounds like inside name.
No, it's just
like, what's going on? Shake. Like, wait a minute.
It's just
Shake and bake 'em. Shake and bake 'em.
I mean, I was told he was good with football.
Okay. All right. Good. See, you need a little clearing, because I mean, she just put it out there. Man, she just called you Shake. On the radio, she just called you Shake. Like, hey, wait, what a minute.
No. Know me by that name.
Okay.
I was told that he was good at football, shaking people out, but I ain't seen no footage, so I don't know.
See, there it is.
We met Josh through Doug, and so I mean, we just all kind of came together one day and was like, hey, like, this is what we can bring to the table. These are the resources that we have. And I think it was just more so we all had this, I guess you could say, vision of offering non-traditional volunteer opportunities to people that are like our age or even older. Because I mean, most of the time, if anyone has been to volunteer anywhere, you have to go through a background check. You have to go through immunizations if you're going to volunteer in healthcare, filling out all these different forms. And so for us, sometimes that's not convenient. We don't have time to run to a place to sign up and then go back and interview and do all this other stuff. So of course, we, check out our volunteers before we go and, do certain things that require, certain supervision. But mostly we wanted to offer non-traditional, volunteer opportunities. And so I guess with our vision, that's kind of how we all, ended up coming together.
So y'all was able to tie it all in together based on, all of you all's different visions. And it seems like all of you all have a passion for, helping, giving back to the community and things like that, which is, obviously inherently important, given what you guys are doing. So I want to give you kudos for that, for sure. So, I want to talk a little bit more about what you guys have seen, during this COVID crisis, and how has it impacted you all personally or individually? Like, how has what you've seen, or even, not just, the beginning of it, but even where we are now, how has that, have you guys seen a lot of it around you? I mean, obviously, you just said one of your partners is impacted by it, but like, is there any, from an individual standpoint or perspective, like for each of you, how has it impacted you? See, that's going now. Y'all ain't gotta have one person who's gonna answer that one. Now, that's like everybody else. So I'm just messing with you. Go ahead.
My profession is a barber, so I've personally been affected by COVID because as you know, with the quarantine, it put a lot of people out of work. And being a barber is not something that you can really do from home, or you're not supposed to. But it definitely hit me financially. So there's a lot of things that I had to do in order to make it through until I was able to work again. And as far as the virus goes, it didn't personally affect me, but it did change how I lived. And I realized how it changed the lives of my family and friends as well. Affected some more than others. Some contracted it, and some had severe conditions from it. I had a friend that was in the hospital fighting it off for a whole month on a respiratory system. So it hits home when you hear how much someone else has been affected by it.
Right. Okay. And Doug, what about you? Were you impacted by it at all? Have you seen?
My situation is kind of similar to his situation as far as financially. It hit home, lost my job and whatnot. But I think my outlook in terms of life and what's going on is what keeps me going, because throughout all the negativity that's out there, I'm an optimist, so I look at positives. So with me, it was like, this is an opportunity for me to sit back and really focus on the projects that I've been, working on, put a little bit extra time into getting some certifications, or just working on just business ventures. So that outlook, honestly, is really kept me on my toes and on my feet during this whole COVID. And honestly, I mean, I'm still applying for jobs and whatnot, but this is, to me, I wanted to make sure that by the time this pandemic is over, that I come out, way better than I was going into the pandemic. So that's how I look at things.
Okay. So Rhonda, you care?
Yeah.
Care to share?
Yeah, I'll share. For me, it hit hard in the beginning. I lost my grandmother, my uncle, and my aunt within 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
So all from COVID. I'm not gonna cry on the radio, but yeah, that really hit hard because at work, I mean, I was fairly new. I mean, I work in healthcare, so I was fairly new in the department that I had moved into, but not new to the organization that I'm with. I don't want to say their name because they ain't pay me.
That's important. Absolutely. Don't be my coins. Go ahead.
But yeah, so with being in a new department, with a corporate department, I was trying to, do everything that I needed to do in order to stay on top there. But my family being in Mississippi and losing, 3 important like people within our family, it was rough because I still haven't been to see them because I do work in healthcare, and it's like just on 2 weeks ago I was exposed and had to lock down.
Right.
And so I'm fine now, but I don't want to take that home to my family. So for me, I'm one of those people that go home every 3-4 months. I'm flying to Mississippi, but I haven't been home since last year, since it started. So
Oh wow.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
so for me it was more like on the family side.
Wow. Yeah. It's amazing because obviously it's had an impact on everybody, right? But to see you guys having your different experiences, your different walks, being at different stages, at different points in your lives, right? And then still having that passion, that want to go out and help other people, right? So I think that's so powerful. I think it speaks a lot to you guys and that sort of thing. So I want to wish you guys much success. I hope you guys continue to on this plane of what you guys are on right now. But it's just crazy, just where we are. I think it's interesting to have a perspective like you have, Doug. About making sure that you come out of this thing on top, and then even going through the journeys that you all have, which we all are going through our own. Dealing with the situation, and for you guys, I think it's so powerful to see you being where you are and doing what you're doing, being as young as you are. I think you guys, they're always ripping the millennials right now, like right. But you guys are, but you are, you are really the leaders of tomorrow. You guys are now taking over in terms of trend setting for what the story of this country is right now. And so I know you guys know about all of the things that are happening culturally right now. How do you guys feel about that when you've seen continued stories of things that have happened to African American people here in our country? What are your thoughts, and how do you guys do anything in dealing with that other than the voter registration, which we know we've always been suppressed in that area? What are your thoughts in regards to what we've seen here lately with all of the cultural crisis?
To make it clear, Go Larger Initiative stands in solidarity with racial equality. We feel that it's, with all of us, being African American, it is very disheartening to see that, the same things that have been going on for the past decades and centuries are still going on to this very day. And to see that there's been some type of progress that's been made, but not enough, because there's still Black men and women that are dying at the hands of racists, at the hands of police officers, and there's nothing that's being done about it. And it's very unfair how we're treated. The lack of opportunities that we have in our community. A lot of funds are being put elsewhere instead of being allocated towards areas of need. And we try to be a voice for people who don't have a voice, for them to be able to, state their case on how they feel about what's happening to them in their personal lives, because everyone has a different type of experience when it comes to this issue. And what we do on our page is we put a lot of information out that could help you with resources, reaching out to people who can put you in a position to where your voice can be heard, as far as like the protests and everything that's going on. We give information out on that as well.
Now, did you guys participate in any protests?
Definitely was out there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good.
Gotta make that voice heard.
Good. Absolutely. So, does Go Large have any solutions that you guys have, stated you feel like should be made, or regarding any particular issue? I know you talked about a number of things, but is there one particular stance that you all feel like this is one thing that we feel like has to be done? Like, do you offer a solution to help address, so, you know, in that particular matter? Do you all have one? Have you thought about that or no?
We've brainstormed a few things. We don't have anything in particular right now that we can do that's going to be effective outside of pushing police reform.
Okay.
It's one of the biggest issues that we've been dealing with and something that needs to happen. So we all have a lot of resources between the four of us. So we'll be, you know, contacting resources that can help to push the police reform, you know, especially here in Houston, but more so we want it nationwide as well.
Right, absolutely. Now, I mean, you know, police reform, there's so much to cover, you know, which unfortunately, right? So, you know, where do you start? I mean, but I think it's important that you start somewhere, right? So, you know, that's awesome. We're going to take a quick break, guys, but we'll be right back. We got a Go Larger initiative right here on the Cutting Edge. You listen to Edge Radio Network. You can check us out on 1540 AM or 101.7 on your FM dial. Please feel free to give us a call at 281-587-1540. That's 281-587-1540. We'll be right back.
We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. A critical illness can strike without warning and wipe out your life savings. In fact, it's the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Find Health Benefits offers an affordable solution. Get up to $50,000 if you get cancer, stroke, or a heart attack, giving you the peace of mind to focus on getting better while the plan helps you to pay your bills and medical expenses. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. 66% of seniors spend more time shopping for cable TV than Medicare plans. Most say because it's just too confusing. Laws change every year. The wrong plan could cost you thousands and prevent you from seeing the doctors you want. Introducing FindHealthBenefits.com. Save time, save money, see specialists without referrals. Go to FindHealthBenefits.com or call 877-235-6094 for this informative brochure.
Society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. A critical illness can strike without warning and wipe out your life savings. In fact, it's the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Find Health Benefits offers an affordable solution. Get up to $50,000 if you get cancer, stroke, or a heart attack, giving you the peace of mind to focus on getting better while the plan helps you to pay your bills and medical expenses. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. 66% of seniors spend more time shopping for cable TV than Medicare plans. Most say because it's just too confusing. Laws change every year. The wrong plan could cost you thousands and prevent you from seeing the doctors you want. Introducing FindHealthBenefits.com. Save time, save money, see specialists without referrals. Go to FindHealthBenefits.com or call 877-235-6094 for this informative brochure.
society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is The Cutting Edge, right here on Edge Radio Network on 1540 AM, 101.7 on the FM dial. I'm your host, Al Roundtree. And again, we got to go for the initiative in the building and the place to be with us today. I'm so glad that you guys can come. They in here dogging Gen Z right now. I just want to say that right now real quick. So we started the second half of our show. We try to do something a little fun. And so I'd be interested to get this answer from y'all because one, y'all a little younger. And I just really would like to get y'all view and take on this question, right? So the question I have for you today. One is Biggie or Pac?
Pac. I mean,
That's what I say.
Biggie or Pac? Look at Josh over there looking like, Biggie or Pac, man?
I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Pac.
You gotta go. Why?
His catalog is definitely a lot more extensive than Biggie's. He's made a lot of controversial yet eye-opening material with his music that hit a lot more with our community. So.
Okay. All right. Rhonda, well, you said that quick. Like, what? You came right on with it. It was no hesitation.
Yeah, because, I mean, they talk about Pac in school. I mean, first, I am an alumni of Jackson State University, Jackson State University.
Every time.
That's the blue and white.
Why y'all always got to put V in front of everything? Like, what is
Okay.
That's tradition.
Okay. All right.
And yeah, I mean, like for some of my classes, we talked about Pac. And so, I mean, that is just Pac because, I mean, just like Josh said, I mean, a lot of his music is still relevant today. A lot of the things that he talked about, I mean, it's still relevant today. It's still happening. So I feel like he was definitely ahead of his time and like some of the things that he, spoke about. But yeah, Pac all day.
Okay. All right. Y'all some conscious millennials. I see it. I say Pac too. I'm not, Pac has always been, for me, because of his subject matter, because of his content, like he just covered a breadth of different things where I felt like, don't get it twisted, Biggie was great. I just felt like Pac I resonated more with Pac because of the things, he talked about his mom. He talked about, he always did that, like, and not to say Biggie didn't because he did too, but I just felt like Pac just did it in a way that was just, it was easily to connect with. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. With Biggie, for me, you had to really be from New York to me to really understand. Like, I mean, they got a love and appreciation for him that just we would never have because I'm not from New York, but but I appreciated his music and what he did, and so so I do appreciate them both. But just for me, Pac was that dude, like
You make me think.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, now good. Listen. Okay, I'm glad y'all brought that up because a lot of the rappers today. Oh, why y'all bow your head? Because it's so true. What's going on?
I couldn't tell you. I don't listen to rap that much.
You're right. You don't?
No.
Okay, why?
it's not talking about anything.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I hear you. I think that, you know, a lot of the prominent ones today, definitely the subject matter to me is just, it's not there. Like I'm always telling my kids, like, yo, I want to hear something that's mentally stimulating. Like, man, make me think about what you just said. Right. Whether it was something you talked about, you know, or maybe you know, just in your words, your use of words, you made me say like, ooh, what did he just say? Right. Like now I don't get that now. You know,
I think the only young artist out right now that's really doing that is Lil Baby.
Really?
Yeah, because he's like, he doesn't talk about just his upbringing. He talks about what's going on in society. Mm-hmm. And he's using his platform to really voice himself, you know, be the voice for others around him. Mm-hmm. And aside from that, all these young artists is just, they're just a bunch of yelling and screaming. It's like there's no content. I can't really relate to it. Like I just have to really be in the mood for that, and it's rare.
I'm scared of guns.
Okay.
And that's all they talk about.
Right.
So yeah, no.
No, you're not feeling that one? Yeah. Okay, all right, cool. Because I always wonder that. I always wonder what, you know, because I know, you know, the younger audience, some people, they appeals to them, right? At some level. But it's interesting to hear you guys say that, you know, you guys you don't really care for any of that, you know, which is powerful.
Yeah, not unless we're just in that environment, you know.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
And then, you know, you play some music here and there, but
it's entertaining, but it's not, you know, that's all that it is.
It's funny because this conversation, I actually had it with a few friends of mine as far as like how music is very much so, it controls almost like, it does control the way we think, and especially if we're going throughout our days. So if we're trying to be in a creative mind frame, a lot of the music out right now is not going to get you there. So I found, even for myself, when I'm working, I put on like creative music where it's a lot more instrumentals, so that I can really focus and can really stimulate, you know, as far as what I'm trying to think cognitively. But with that being said, a lot of the music is so, I don't know the word I'm trying to get on, but it doesn't get you, I don't know. It doesn't really.
It doesn't motivate.
It doesn't motivate you.
Right. It's not encouraging. Yeah. It's not, you know, you really can't build from it. Like I get it. Like it's just, you just listening. Like you just hear it, right? Like and it's not really doing anything for you mentally, for sure.
It's redundant. It talks about the same over and over again.
They motivate you to buy a Rolls Royce.
Really? Who's doing that right now?
Seriously.
No, that's true.
That's what it motivates.
That's true. Okay, now, all right, I got another one for you. Favorite Kool-Aid flavor?
Red.
You know what? You all right with me. Red. You know, I had a guest on here last week. Asked him the same thing. That boy talking about tropical punch. I was like, what?
We just get colors.
It's time for him to go.
What is that, man? Come on, man.
I grew up in the house where my dad was like, "Can you make me some Kool-Aid?" Okay, what flavor? Red.
Absolutely.
It was either red or purple.
Absolutely. That's all we knew. Punch. Tropical punch. And it's a good friend of mine from college, so I get it. I'm gonna continue to rip him about that. I was like, dude, oh no.
Who raised you?
Yeah. Like, come on, man.
Where he from?
Actually, you know, it's so crazy. He's from Louisiana.
Wow.
Yeah, country too. And he country. Oh, get out! I can't believe he came.
Tropical punch.
Oh man, tropical punch, bro. I was like, oh my goodness, man. Man, listen, I have no idea. Now y'all had said that none of y'all from here, from Houston. Where you from, Josh?
I'm from Chicago.
Oh, you from Chi-Town? What part?
To be exact.
South Side. Okay. Where?
Chatham area, 75th and King Drive.
75th and King. Okay. All right. I know a little bit. See, you used to ride all through that. You know what I mean? No, because see, in Chicago they had this favorite Jamaican joint, Uncle Joe's. It was over 85th and Stony over there. I used to be on that joint regularly. Absolutely.
That jerk chicken is like,
you know what I mean? That jerk chicken at Uncle Joe's was nice. I'm giving them a plug right now. But yeah, for sure, it was always good.
Hey, the man.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Doug?
I moved here from Kansas.
Okay.
So yeah, I actually was born in Nigeria. Moved to the States in '99.
And y'all moved to Kansas?
I have no
Whose idea was that?
I mean, my pops was already.
Listen, okay, now wait. I ain't got no control. That's why I asked you. Now, listen, it's not nothing bad about Kansas. I'm not knocking Kansas. I'm just saying, of all the places you could go,
Just smack dab in the middle. Right. I think he just did that.
and he just landed there. Okay, all right. Unless he thought Dorothy was out there for real.
I have no idea.
No. That's cool. That's cool. So you've been in Houston how long?
Man, 5 years.
5 years.
I love it.
Okay.
I pretty much just upped and moved to Houston.
Really?
Yeah, it was just like I need to change. Just
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Having to look back.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Out of Kansas.
Now, what do y'all love about the Houston area so much? Like, what's kept you here? Josh, you've been here how long?
5.5.
You've been here 5 years, and you've been here how long, Shawana?
I've been here since, since 2010.
Oh, okay.
So I've been
Okay.
here 10 years.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, I mean, what do y'all love about the area so much? Like, why Houston? Why not other places?
For me, honestly, it's just a lot of opportunities are out here, and it's a huge melting pot. And with me being Nigerian and growing up in Nigeria, I like the attachment. I grew to that just because I feel like Houston is like mini Nigeria. Like if you're not in Nigeria, I mean, this is as close as you're gonna get. And
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
That's definitely interesting.
And the weather to me is what is to the icing on the cake.
Right. I got you.
James, our other co-founder, he's actually from Nigeria too.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. All y'all implants, y'all that came here, transplants, or whatever you want to call it. Y'all not from here, planted yourself. No, I am too, though. I'm from Florida, so I'm
those numbers, COVID numbers is going crazy.
Don't listen. Don't do that. Don't do that. We can't talk either, though. Right?
We can't, but I feel like everybody was like, let's leave Florida, come to Houston, and then that's when our numbers started going up.
Honestly, when Houston opened up, everybody was like, where's the best place to go to right now that's lit? Houston. Everybody was just flying in. So it just made the situation worse.
Yeah, that is true.
I still have people asking me, "Oh, what's open?"
Really?
I'm planning a birthday trip there. I'm like,
really? Like people still trying to come right now?
Yeah,
absolutely.
So,
they still coming.
So what do y'all anticipate is going to happen with, given the situation right now? What do y'all think is going to happen?
Well, with me being in healthcare, I mean, I'm on a call like every day or every other day with like in regard to the numbers. And so like the CEO of the hospital that I work for, he's national right now. Like he's talking about, the numbers. And so he's actually said that he sees a plateau happening. And so, I mean,
really?
Yeah. So, I don't know. I wish they would just shut everything down again. I know a lot of people are going to be like, no. But I wish they would just shut everything down again for at least a month to just, flatten the curve again. And then, let us, branch back out. But I don't know. They're talking about schools opening again in a month. So
how did y'all feel like when they issued the stay at home orders and all of that? Like where were y'all mentally with that? Like I know it really impacted you, right? So when that came down, what was your mindset like?
It was surreal. I felt like I was in a movie because throughout your life you never thought that something like this would happen. You only see it in movies. So when you hear that the whole country is being put on shutdown, like what's going on?
Right.
And you look outside and you see absolutely nothing. So it kind of puts you in a mind state of uncertainty. Especially with everything going on and how the numbers are, rising, and the amount of people that's being affected by it it's
crazy. It's like surreal.
Yeah.
It was so. I would say for me, one eye-opening moment during this whole thing was, I went downtown when everything was shut down with my daughter, and it looked like a ghost town. Like there were no cars, there were no people. Like it was just like whoa. Like you just really felt like you said, it seemed like something that was out of a movie that we've seen 1,000 times, or and all that. But I mean, it was crazy to have to make these type of adjustments. So when y'all was sheltered in place, like were y'all antsy to get out? I know you were in healthcare, so you right on the front lines of it. Like what type of what did you have to deal with?
I was still going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was still going to work. I probably I'll take that back. So I was still going to work whenever the stay-at-home order was in place. But like 2 weeks after that, they shut us down. Well, they didn't shut us down, but they told us to go to like 2 or 3 days a week. Mm-hmm. And then from those 2 or 3 days a week, it was back up to like 3 or 4 days a week. So I mean, it's just kind of like up and down every week based on the numbers.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now were y'all itching to get out? Now were y'all? Come on, now tell the truth. Were y'all part of that crowd that when they started opening the stuff up, did y'all go bum rushing?
No.
That's the first wave go.
Yeah. The first wave go. I'm gonna let y'all go test the water first.
Right.
You know what it feel like.
Right. Yeah. I still don't go out. I mean, This is probably like the first time I've been in a room with people.
Really?
Like people that are not like my close friends.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time I've been in a room
other
than my coworker.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I mean, I was just enjoying just being outdoors, just whether it's working out at the parks or being out by nature, being at the pool, grilling. Like I was enjoying it. Like stay at home, I was like, great.
Yeah,
work from home, because I was already doing that in my profession anyways. Mm-hmm. But with me, I'm always mobile. So just looking at 4 walls all day, I knew that was going to happen. So, for me, it was all right, what do I need to do? Go outside, go run, go, outdoor workouts, whatever I had to do to just be outdoors. I was all for it. And even with things opening back up, I mean, you don't really see me out, If it's not like something that involves nature or being outside by water, not outside.
Okay. All right. That's cool. Because I went through the same thing. I'm like you. Like I enjoyed. I was cool staying at home. I don't need to go nowhere. I'm good. For real. For me, you talked about how it changing their lives and stuff. To me, I was able to save a bunch of money. I was
that's what I was like.
So I think there were some lessons to be learned from it, like for sure. Like, there's definitely budgeting just differently and ways you could really save some money. You really realize how much you spend just being out or having a social life of any kind. Like, you spend a bunch of money every day, doing that. And so when you eliminated that,
that's so easy to do in Houston.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what I was telling people. I'm like, honestly, you just got to sit back and look at the positive. Because if you think about it, I feel like we're so caught up in living life and moving 1,000 miles an hour that we forget to sit back and really take care of ourselves and invest in our future.
Absolutely.
We're so caught up in the moment and, being instantly gratified or, that satisfaction that we forget, what am I doing for my future? How am I taking care of myself, and my health and all that? So that time period, honestly, I was looking at it as, wow, I'm glad this happened. It's like a blessing in disguise.
So. Absolutely. That's exactly what it's been.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's been. But it's still, it's still out there. Still, folks are still having to deal with it. Matter of fact, Russell Westbrook just was tested positive for it.
It's crazy because I was just thinking with everything going on in NBA, he is that one star that I have not really heard anything out of. So now that you said that, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Came out today, right?
Yeah, that just came out today. That so I wonder, like, are y'all huge basketball fans?
Oh,
yeah.
Lakers all
I'm
day.
a LeBron fan.
You're a LeBron fan, no matter what team.
She's a bandwagon Lakers fan.
Yeah, new wave there. Yeah, he one of them.
Y'all I'm still a LeBron fan.
Oh, man.
That's all right. So what did you think about LeBron's? Okay, then. So what did you think about LeBron's statement about not having a message on the back of his jersey?
Yeah. So, I mean, up until then, I mean, LeBron he's always been that guy that you be like, man, he's such a family guy. He's got the whole package. He's great at what he does. And then he, has his school and does all these different things. But yeah, so that one, I didn't really...
You weren't feeling that?
Yeah, no.
Go ahead and say it.
I didn't really get what he wanted. I'm sorry, LeBron. But I mean, yeah, it's just But I mean, a lot of things are coming out. A lot of people are saying a lot of different things right now. And so I think this is just like a discovery time. Like we're really seeing like where people stand on different things. And so I mean, I don't judge him. I mean, that's just how he feels. But I mean, it's just been an eye opener for me, really, with just seeing where different people stand on different things.
Wow. Yeah. What you guys thought about it?
I feel like, commercial, and he's not buying into it, which I support. It's just more needs to be done. Not enough has been done. So for him to stand up for that, I mean, I'm just like, do you, because he's already been doing a lot of things in the community anyways. So this isn't going to be, I'm not going to hold this against him,
Right.
Josh, I mean, what you...
Honestly, I hadn't heard about it.
Oh, you hadn't? Yeah.
I've been trying to stay away from social media.
I got you. Well, some, like you said, Doug, I mean, some people would say, he's done a lot. But then, to your point, Sharon, at the same time, some people would say, this is more of a time, more than unlike any other time that you really need to step up and, sound off about certain things. So that's the way that I feel like I kind of understood where he was coming from. I understood that he felt like his message in response to it was to say that basically he didn't need a message on the back of his jersey for people to know what he stood for, which I can agree with that. Like I kind of understand that. But then I also understand the other side of the fence when people may say, well, this is when we need you the most to be vocal about or hold your position about whatever the message is, and that's this particular issue. So I definitely think it's an interesting and intriguing time given right now, because my idea in terms of what they need to do, I still would like to see. I think they still need to take a stance or against obviously the stuff that we're facing as African Americans. And I think they also see, I had this idea, and I say this almost a few times every week on the show, but what I really think that they should go just do it like they're doing, getting ready to play, right? Start gearing up, practicing, getting better. They got to work on their craft anyway. Go do that, right? But I really think like these first four games or so of the season, I think they should go to warm up, stretch, go out there, get ready for the tip off, and walk off the court. Yeah. Everybody, just everybody in support, because like I said, these games are going to be on national TV. There's a lot of sponsors that are going to be involved. Obviously the owners, their whole, because there's so much riding on LeBron playing, Russell Westbrook playing. Imagine them setting up like they're going to play. And then they don't. Yeah. Then what? Right. Like to me, I feel like that's the only way folks are really going to listen to you. Right. Like you got to hit them where it's going to hurt them.
Right. I feel like they have a responsibility. I mean, once you get to their status, and like I feel like they have a responsibility to.
What status is that though?
I mean, just having the platform that they have. I feel like once you get a platform that, large.
Just as a pro athlete?
Yeah. Okay. You should use it for, what you believe in. I mean, I feel like that's your responsibility. I feel like whenever we go to games and we pay you, like we believe in, your character. I feel like it's just more than just him being good at basketball. It's like we like you because of the person that you are, or the person that you show us to be. So I mean, I just feel like he has a responsibility, and I mean that's just me personally.
And I feel like that's another reason why he stood up. I mean, he said he did what he's doing, because it's like, what's gonna have more impact? Me wearing this on the back of my jersey, or us doing some kind of action that's gonna in return cause a change of things in society. So yeah,
I agree with that.
I agree with that. So that's why I said I can understand that. So, man, it's a problem. Real quick though, what would your response be to those pro athletes who say, I'm not a role model, I just want to play ball, or I just want to, whatever?
Then you go ahead and just go and be a regular people. I mean, I feel like you were given that stage, that position for something. You making all this money is great.
Greater than themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Go larger. Think about bigger than yourself. That's what it's about. You know, going over and beyond, making an impact in the community, and just making a difference. That's what it's about. Because in return, if you're blessing other people, if you're blessing the community, that's gonna come back 100-fold. But if you're not doing that, you're thinking selfishly. Well, that's where society is right now.
Right.
Selfish mindset.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, guys, it's definitely been a true delight, man. It's been so fun having you guys on and speaking to you guys. Let the crowd, let the audience know about where they can find you guys, and like you talked about your voter registration event that's coming up. Where can they go find information about that, and how can we support?
Yeah, so if you all are on Instagram, you can find us. Our handle is go_larger_initiative, and that'll pull up our site. Well, it'll pull up our page, and then our site is in the bio. So that's pretty much where you can find us, unless somebody want to shout out your phone number.
Yeah, how you live.
But yeah, on Instagram, we're go_larger_initiative, and you can find our website there.
And keep an eye out, because we will be posting information regarding to the voter registration, as to the location, the times, and we would love everybody to get involved. If you've already registered to vote, wonderful. If not, bring a friend or two, come out and just, you know, let's get involved. Let's think about bigger, you know, just impacting the community.
Yeah.
And also, if anyone would like to reach us via email, is igolarger@gmail.com. And that's for anyone that would like to, you know,
Partner.
donations, partner, or have any type of ideas that, you know, that you can give us to, you know, be better and go larger.
All right, go larger, baby. That's what it is. Well, again, I want to thank you guys for coming on today. It's truly been a pleasure, been an honor for me. It's been a lot of fun talking to you and learning from you guys as well. So I wish you much success. And if anything that I could do, or, you know, we could do to help you guys, please do not hesitate to reach out. So, all right, guys, that's our show for today. It is the Cutting Edge right here on Edge Radio Network. We'll be back tomorrow, same bat time, same bat place. You know what it is. I'm your host, Al Roundtree, and we are gone till tomorrow. Peace.